If you are looking for Ultimate Team coins, I have the place for you. Head on over to easymuckcoin.com where you can purchase coins for as little as $45 a mil. I did not stutter. Link is in the description. Use code GS for 5% off. What's going on, guys? It's your boy GS. Welcome back to another video. And we're about to jump into another 2K game. But man, I know some of you guys be playing 2K, man. Hit me up. Gamertag Never Nervous GS. You guys see right there. You guys trying to run some park, man. I'm a big interior finisher. The big Shaq. You just give me the ball. You just watch what I do. You move out the way, Kobe. You give me the ball. You show me a screen. I go down low, and I'm gonna make it do what it do. The big Aristotle. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If some of y'all play 2K on Xbox, play some park, send me a message, man. Hit me up. We'll run. But so the whole EDP situation. If you guys have been paying attention to it, it's wild. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. And he actually deleted all the videos on his main channel, as he said he was going to do. He has a backup secondary channel, EDP445 2.0. And apparently the day he got that whole situation happened, apparently he went ahead and no, not when that situation happened. I think the day it leaked, the video surfaced of him, and he went trending on Twitter when they first initially showcased the the small clip of him getting caught. He went ahead and said, I'm deleting all the videos from my main channel, so if you guys want to go on ahead and download the videos, you can do that now, such and such. So that's what happened. But so he ended up, falling for the bait, talking to a 13-year-old, and explicitly, in detail, sending sexual photos and telling her what he wants to do with her, and it's crazy, right? He's a grown man. He's talking very explicit sexually to a minor. And, he ends up, getting caught, and he ends up deleting all his videos from his main channel and whatnot. So the police have been notified, and he actually made the news, and we're going to go on ahead and actually play that clip for you right here, right now in a second. So he goes on ahead and, again, makes the news. The authorities are notified and stuff like that. So it's tough to see. There's going to be an investigation going on, and they're going to look into the situation to see exactly what is going to happen to him. So let's take a look at the clip right here.
You're here to meet a 13-year-old.
Solicited photos. There's somebody who.
Are you really doing this?
Yes. Okay, it's.
All right, that clip you just watched is from a YouTube video posted by CC Unit. The whole video lasts nearly 55 minutes, in which two YouTubers set up an attempt to catch a person they say tried to meet up with a 13-year-old in Bakersfield. Law enforcement telling 23 ABC the video's content is under investigation, but as of now, no arrests have been made. Because of that, we've chosen not to identify the man in the video, of course. 23 ABC's Veronica Morley is taking us behind the scenes of that vigilante operation. And if local authorities think actions like this help or hurt law enforcement.
You initiated a conversation with a 13-year-old knowing she was 13, yes or no?
Went on that same 13-year-old account and messaged him as a fan saying, hey, I love your YouTube. And he's like, oh, thanks. And we just liked his comment. That's it. And then 2 days later, he messages us, initiating conversation, knowing she was 13.
It sounds like an undercover operation, but it's not cops behind these fake profiles. They're the creators of the YouTube channel CC Unit, which stands for Creep Catching. The group posts dozens of videos just like this one, where they posed as a 13-year-old online and met up with a person they were talking with, which they say took place here in Bakersfield.
What we do is we tell every predator we live where they're from.
Because I have arrests in Los Angeles, I have arrests in like Temecula, Riverside area, and then I have arrests in Virginia. Adrenaline, because like you're dealing with a criminal, obviously.
There's definitely some gray areas that are involved in this as far as legal and the potential use of some of this as evidence in criminal proceedings.
Bakersfield police say while vigilante operations like this are not illegal, it's a dangerous position to put yourself in and could impede law enforcement down the road.
What we see is we get reportings after these events have occurred, and it's never from the people that are directly involved. And so that creates problems with the obtaining of all of the information.
They say impede on their investigations. There is no me and Ghost respectively have caught combined over 300 predators.
Every time like law enforcement says, oh, you're like not really helping the situation, I feel like it's like a part of their protocol.
But BPD says there are several different factors that make operations like this more suited for trained investigators.
Bring certain skills as well as investigative strategies to the table, where we can ensure that, one, if there's a victim, that they're protected, so that we can then hold people accountable for their actions in a court of law versus a court of public opinion. Where
I just hope that people support what we do, because
in the end.
All right, so that right there was the clip of him being on news, him being blurred out and whatnot. So it's just crazy to think that, just absolutely threw everything he worked for away. The amount of money. Now, I can only go off of, what I was making at one point, back in my prime. I would say, even though he has a lot of vulgar language in his videos, a lot of obscurities, a lot of crazy language, I would still think that he's still getting ads on his videos, and he was making I would say six figures pretty easily with everything he's doing on all his social media and all his platforms and stuff like that. And if not there, close to, he's living the dream. He's uploading videos of him eating pepperoni pizza and making a good amount of money for it. He doesn't have to wake up and physically go to work or anything like that. At least let's say that. If you don't, whatever amount he was making, it allowed him to stay home, eat 60 nuggets, and not have to do anything. Not have to leave the house, really. And what's crazy is that once this whole thing started surfacing, right, I started seeing, how is he doing now, right? I haven't checked up on his videos in a long time, so I started, checking out his videos, and he actually had a video, which he deleted, but it's still there now, because someone downloaded all his videos and re-uploaded them. If you just type in EDP nuggets, it'll come up where he eats like 60 chicken nuggets, or attempts to. I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched the majority of it, though. But the the decoy in question of the whole sting operation actually calls him as he's doing the video. I think it's like 8 minutes in exact. And he picks up the phone and he's like, baby, let me give you a call right back. I'm doing a video. I love you. And he makes these like googly eyes and stuff like that. And then he, and she's like, okay, love you too. And he proceeds to say how, people are, if you just check it, it's just wild to see how things happen. How he's flexing a 13-year-old girl at that, during that right there, and it's just crazy how things unfold. And he has yet, as far as I know, he has yet to make a statement. He has yet to come out with anything publicly. He has yet to say anything, and it's just wild. So the authorities have been notified. He made news, as you guys seen from the clip, and yeah, I think it's over for him, and rightfully so. You can't be out here messing with 13-year-old girls, talking about you're gonna tie them in your dungeon and you're gonna take their innocence away. You're 30-year-old. It's sickening. It's sickening, and he needs help. He needs help. He needs man, there's a lot of things he needs. There's a lot of things that gentleman needs, including a good talking to by you go to jail, and we all know that those guys. When I say those guys, the child molesters and things like that, those people aren't taking, like, they're not treated very nicely, and a good little physical altercation or two, because these people, they're sick, man. Oh man, I could go on and on all day about what I feel like they deserve and whatnot, but I'm a fair believer in karma. I'm a fair believer in God don't like ugly, and everything resurfaces around, man. And he threw everything away. But it's an ongoing investigation, as you've seen from the clip. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen from here on out. He definitely incriminates himself throughout the initial sting operation when they tracked him down, and when he went to go meet up with the 13-year-old child, and he just absolutely throws himself in the dirt by just acknowledging everything. They ask him questions. Do you realize, you knew she was 13 years old? He's correct. You sent your pictures, you sent these pictures. You asked for photos of her. You said you were going to do this, and you wanted to do this, and you came up. Yes, correct. If he went there and just denied, I mean, obviously he couldn't deny, but if he just went there, seen them, and just went into his car and left, obviously it still would have been bad. It still would have came out. He still would have been castrated. But he probably could have avoided some jail time, because he didn't confess to everything. They would have went there with all these text messages. Who knows if the police would have even looked into it from there. But now they got video footage of him acknowledging everything. It's just wild. It's just wild. And, we'll see what's going to happen to him. And leave your thoughts and opinions on what you think should happen to him. Do you think he's going to face jail time? They have done a lot of operations like this, and not everybody sees jail time, because it's not an official, sting operation done by the police and things like that. So people are able to go on ahead and potentially, just not have jail time. But there are situations where the police actually do get involved, and they do, they do a little bit of their own investigation from there once they're contacted, and, they have gotten people put in jail. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen. What do you guys think?